Hi everyone, this is Anila. Welcome back.
We have seen that rational numbers are terminating decimal, non-terminating decimals, and non-terminating recurring decimals. So, what's an irrational number? See, I have told you in the previous class that the cube root of some numbers or the square root, all such numbers are examples of irrational numbers. See, there are 3 points we have to consider when we speak about the irrational numbers. The first one, the square root, the cube root, etc. of natural numbers are irrational numbers if their exact value cannot be obtained. See the example, square root of 2, cube root of 5, such kind of numbers are the examples. Let's consider the cube root of 8. What happens with the cube root of 8? We know that that is equal to 2. So what is this 2? 2 is a rational number actually. So that is what it is given. The cube root, square root, etc. of natural numbers are irrational if their exact values cannot be obtained. So here we are getting the exact value, therefore it is a rational number. In these cases, we will not be getting any exact value. So these are irrational numbers. The next one, I have told you yesterday in the previous class that the non-terminating recurring decimals are the examples of rational numbers. Here, when we speak about irrational numbers, they are non-terminating and non-recurring decimals. And the third point is the value of pi. The value of pi is 3.141596, etc. It keeps repeating. The division doesn't end. That is why this is also an example of an irrational number. We often take 22 by 7 as the approximate value, approximate value of pi, but actually the value of pi is not exactly 22 by 7. To solve the sums or in such different cases, we consider the value of pi as 22 by 7. So we can say that the square root, cube root, etc. of natural numbers are irrational numbers if their exact values cannot be obtained. Also, they are non-terminating, non-recurring decimals. Pi is also an example of an irrational number. We know that how to compare two rational numbers and find out which number is greater. Like see, if you have a number like 2 and 8, it's simple. You can say that 8 is greater number. Or if you have some decimal numbers like 9.7778, etc. or 7.6589, etc. Even if you compare these numbers also, you can say that which is the greater number. Now when it comes to irrational numbers, how can we compare the irrational numbers, or how can you find which irrational number is greater? Consider 3 root 2 and 2 root 3. Can you tell me which number is greater? Let's find it. So we have to consider 3 root 2. We need to bring even 3 also inside this square root. So how can we do that? We can write this is square root of 3 into 3 into 2. See, you know, the square root of 3 into 3 is equal to the number 3. It's equal to square root of 18. Now 2 root 3. How can we write this? This is square root of 2 into 2 into 3. Since square root of 2 into 2 is equal to 2. So we will get this as square root of 12. Here both the numbers are in the square root. So the greater number is 18. Therefore we can say that square root of 18 is greater than square root of 12. Square root of 18 is greater than square root of 12. That is, what's square root of 18? That is 3 root 2. 3 root 2 is greater than 2 root 3. This is how we compare the irrational numbers, and we will find it out which number is greater. Now let's consider another example. Consider 2 cube root of 5 and 5 cube root of 2. So let's find it out. 2 cube root of 5 is equal to, you need to bring 2 inside this cube root. Cube root of, how many times we need to write 2? 3 times 2 into 2 into 2, since it is a cube root, into 5, because 2 is equal to cube root of 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, now this is equal to cube root of 40. Now 5 cube root of 2 is equal to, so here you need to bring 5 inside the cube root. So this will be cube root of 5 into 5 into 5 into 2. So how much this will be? This is cube root of 250. Here we have written 3 times 5 inside the cube. Since both the numbers were in the cube root, it was easy for us to find, because 250 is greater than 40. Therefore, we can say that cube root of 250 is greater than cube root of 40. That means cube root of 250, that is 5 cube root of 2 is greater than 2 cube root of 5. In the above two cases, the powers for both the numbers were same. In the previous case, it was square root for both the numbers, so it was easy for us to find it out. And in this case, both are of cube root, so it was easy for us to compare just the numbers. We can compare and find out which is the greater irrational number. Now, if the numbers are having different powers, can we compare them? Let's study about that in the next class.
We'll meet you soon. Thank you.